What's going on, everybody? Thank you guys so much for joining today's live stream, man. Really do appreciate every single one of you guys. Love you guys, man. There was something I wanted to share with you guys, and you know what, I'm gonna do it because you guys deserve to know what's going on. So a couple of days ago, I was given the privilege to be able to reapply for monetization. Now, for those of you who don't know, about 4 or 5 months ago, my channel was demonetized, right? It began with a video that I had taken down. Not that I took down, YouTube took it down, right? It was a video of Matt Walsh tearing into Dylan Mulvaney, and rightfully so. Okay, so why am I telling you guys this? Because that video had over 1 million views, and then something funny started happening after that. Right after that, all of my YouTube shorts, which I was making through the glory of God a significant amount of money on through Google AdSense, all of a sudden, guess what happened? They started getting limited monetization. So what did I do? I started appealing them one by one and started winning. Now, for those of you who don't know, when your video is fully monetized, you get a green $ in the YouTube Studio description. When it's limited monetization, it's yellow, and when it's no monetization, it's red. So they were turning from all yellow to green. And when they saw that I was winning every single appeal, from one day to the next, literally, I started getting emails and text messages from my friends. Hey, bro, they're telling us that you're demonetized. We can't be sponsors of your channel anymore, blah, 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 blah. That was about 4 or 5 months ago, because I had to get my watch hours back up, because I wasn't making watch hours or making money anymore or getting views from YouTube Shorts, because now I was demonetized, right? So I was able, what up, brother Mike? Glad I did a podcast before vacation. Yeah, man, it's going to be a gaming stream. It's going to be one of the casual ones, but yeah, I definitely wanted to do it. I feel like I owed it to you guys. So then today at about 5:30 in the morning, while I was at work, I decided to have a conversation with them at the Google Help Desk, right? So I said, so they said, the guy's name is Joaquin. I'm pretty sure that's not his real name. I understand you'd like to know why your YouTube partnership program application has been rejected. Because YouTube, and I said, because YouTube is good at rejecting, but likes to be very vague about specific issues. He says, I know this is important to you. Let me help you out. Is this your channel? I said, yes. I said, I know why YouTube is rejecting it. I need to know what video it is they have a problem with so I can fix it. Oh, I see. Yes, it is my channel, I said. He replies, now get this, guys, and I'm going to show you guys. He replies right here where I highlighted, I am sorry, but we are not allowed to pinpoint what part of your content violated our policy. What in the hell kind of garbage little policy is it that stops you from telling people, hey, by the way, this is the video that doesn't comply with our policy? Why in the hell is it that you have a video that for some reason you can't tell us which one it is? I'm sorry, but we're not allowed to pinpoint what part of your content violated our policy. I said, what? He said, it would be best to read our monetization policies in order to learn which part of your content could have violated our policies. So how can, I said, so how can someone know how to address certain issues? I have read them. He says, you can read it here. Again, after I told him I had read them. I said, which is why I'm here. There are thousands of people on YouTube talking about how you guys do this on purpose, and now I see what they mean. He says, I'm sorry you feel that way, but please know this is not done on purpose. How the hell do you demonetize someone on accident? Right? I said, of course it's done on purpose. And then you're telling somebody that you're not allowed to tell them what video violates their content. So they say, go back and look at all your content and see what violates our policies. I have over 1,400 videos, 5 kids, and 2 jobs and a wife. Do I look like I have time to be sitting here going through 1,400 plus videos, and it'll be significantly more by the time I get to the end, and say, oh, this may be the one, and then for all I know to delete videos or remix them or do whatever the hell I gotta do for them to say, no, guess what? So then, after having several conversations like this, I get a lot of other emails stating basically that I have to refer back to an email conversation, and guess what? Mr. Joaquin completely stopped responding to me. I responded to him 3 times. He said he wanted to do an appeal on my behalf, right? So I go into the YouTube studio and I create a video appealing to them and saying, listen, I'm sorry if one of my videos, but I can't say one way or another that I did it, or if I did, okay, according to you, I'm sure that you think that that's the case. So tell me what I can do to fix it. And they say, well, and here's how you know they're lying. One guy told me they're not allowed to pinpoint which one it was, right? Another guy told me that they don't have access to that data. How do you not have access to the data if you guys are looking at it and you demonetize my channel? You know, and so I don't know what the hell it could be, because my appeal's under review and they says they'll respond, that you'll receive a response email in YouTube Studio within 14 days. Now, when I reapplied for monetization the first time, it said that it would take them up to 30 days to respond to me. It took them less than 24 hours to reject me a second time. Okay, and then said do an appeal. So then I had to go in here and I had to create an entire video about an appeal video and say, hey, listen, demonetize it or do whatever you want to do. But at the end of the day, don't demonetize my whole channel. Just demonetize the videos that you say don't comply, because you can't say you didn't know. YouTube isn't fair. It's playing favorite. Yeah, but see but then that's what confuses me. That's what confuses me, Mr. Facts, because you can go and say that they do play favorite, and I agree with you, but then you can go to channels like Devin Gibson, who is a conservative Christian commentator, and he just passed 1 million views and he's got his monetization, and his videos are extremely similar to mine, or I should say mine to his, because his channel is a lot more successful than mine, you know. And then look, he's got another channel he just created, Devin Reacts, and it's got, you know, 25,000. So that's the thing, is that I don't know. I can tell you for sure that YouTube decided that after my video was taken down, the Matt Walsh video where he was telling a lot of truth about Dylan Mulvaney, when that entire trans garbage was getting very heated between people, they took that video down, and that video had already been up for more than 30 days and gotten 1.1 million views. And I have the proof. I can show you guys. I still have it there because I never deleted it. I let it sit there because when these conversations had to take place, I wanted you guys to see exactly what I was talking about, you know. And to me, it was absolute nonsense. Hold on. Oh, so I got there. Oh, wait a second. So where's view number 1? Oh, is that what's going on? Hang on, guys, because I'm getting a bunch of. How many web? Oh, that's not a face cam. Oh, I see what's going on. What? Hold on a second. Loud text stream. Let's get rid of that. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. There was like, for some reason, when I was trying to fix this off stream, it was getting crazy on me, and I guess I accidentally overlaid a couple different cameras, so I was getting like some strange behavior. So yeah, so that's, you know, to me it's like, how can you sit there with a straight face? And I've actually heard, because Roman from Facts Matter was saying that his channel has been going through this with them for about a year now, probably longer, and that every 3 months they reapply for their monetization, and every 3 months they are rejected within 24 hours. So I almost feel like, you know, once they've made up their mind, they give you the opportunity to reapply for legality's sake, but they really have already made up their mind that they're not going to give it back to you. Because when you look at, I've looked at every one of the Daily Wire channels, I've looked at Cross Examined, I've looked at a lot of channels, and none of them have a join button. Now this may be because they never wanted one to begin with, but I would find it hard to believe that that's the case for all of them, right? So yeah, I honestly don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't know what else to do, because I've even told them, can you at least tell me what it is that you dislike, or what is violating your content? You see, they're the only platform that I can think of where a piece of content that you make can violate the terms of policy, and you refuse to tell people why. They outright tell you, we cannot and we will not tell you, you know, why, you know, how it violates our. It's insane to me. It is absolutely insane to me that they get away with that. That they get away with, you know, telling people, no, we're not going to tell you. Like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, you don't get to tell people that they're not. You're just Oh, well, why the hell is the rescale output on? Okay, that makes a lot of sense, guys. I'm sorry. I got to make sure that I fix that, because for some reason my rescale output is on an OBS Studio. It's a 1080p, and I just noticed when I monitor the stream that it's only coming out, it's supposed to be a 1440p. I know not the biggest deal in the world to you guys, but definitely for me, you know, when you put as much money into a system, you want to make sure you're getting the entire resolution that you're supposed to be. So unfortunate news, guys. You know, I'm really not happy. I am not a happy camper. I am grateful to God, but you know, to be honest with you, it sucks when you are at some point when you are making you know, a certain amount of money, and you're treating this as a job, and it's about putting the word of God out there. No, you know, no doubt about it. But you know, if I was a leftist progressive with purple hair on here, I would never have to reapply more than once, you know. And that's what's absolutely astonishing to me, is that as a Christian content creator, it's already more than difficult enough to meet the criteria to get monetized, let alone for them to demonetize you and then say, we can't tell you why we demonetize you, you got to figure it out. That's bull crap. You know, that is absolute bull crap. And they get away with it because they know they're the only ones who can really do what they do. You know, Rumble is never, they can say it all they want, but Rumble is trash. I hate Rumble.
Long C.
Spike down, C.
Look sharp.
One enemy remaining.
Grenade.
Last player standing. Thirty seconds left. Ten seconds left. Spike planted.
Sorry, guys.
And you were tweaking, bro.
Yeah, I know.
No one beats my fire.
Making excuses, you know. What was that?
Nah, you just gotta calm down a bit. I think you got that.
No, I was looking up at the chat. I wasn't even paying much attention as I should.
Oh, good, bro. It's unrated. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, you know what, Mr. Faxon, it's not even so much about them making excuses, it's about the fact that they're outright lying. They know, you know, what videos it is, but the fact that that's what pisses me off about YouTube, is that when companies have a monopoly on a certain service, they can do pretty much whatever the hell they want.
No,
There.
All right, they're down in sewer.
Down A.
I got two of them. Yeah, that's the thing, is that these companies get away with, you know, everything they get away with. And I to be honest with you, I cannot stand Google as it is. I don't even use Google as a search engine. I hate them. I've stopped using Google Chrome as a primary browser. I use Opera GX, and Opera GX is so much better anyway. And to be honest with you, if it were up to me and I could do this on another platform, I would just sit there and I would make my entire YouTube channel just one gigantic commercial as to, you know, to get you guys away to, you know, from YouTube to follow me over there. And but it's just, you know, that's the thing, man, is that you don't, you know, it's whatever, man. Like I said, it's in God's hands. And there was a channel earlier that was saying too, you know, you can only reapply like 2 or 3 times before they won't even give you the chance to reapply anymore. So is that Brother Marauder? No, no, Brother Marauder's not on. I don't know if he's gonna be on. I don't think so. I haven't spoken to him though. I know he's been pretty busy. I know he's got, you know, some jobs and stuff, and I know he had got some callbacks on jobs that he may have started working, as far as I know. But you know, Mr. Marauder and I, there are times where we talk on an almost a daily basis, and then there's times where we can go weeks on end. And not because we don't want to speak to each other, just because, you know, stuff, you know, happens, you get busy, and I definitely know he's busy, and so
I'm gonna put the
There.
Okay.
Take flight.
33 on Jet. You know, so yeah, that's the thing, bro. But like I said, if anybody is here for the first time, you guys want to, you know, you have any questions about God, you know, about the Messiah, about Jesus Christ, please feel free to pop it in. I'll be honest
Spike
with you.
planted.
Spiritually, I always want to talk about God, and I always want to put it out there. You know, physically in the flesh, I don't want to. Not that I don't want to talk about God. It's just I don't want to do anything. It's almost like just it's a YouTube thing. Like I hate.
Enemy down.
I just hate the fact that YouTube can pretty much do whatever the hell they want to you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Like I could go stream elsewhere or whatever, and I know you guys would follow me or whatever. You know, that's not, you know, I'm not. I don't know, man. To be honest with you, this is probably one of the worst things that could have happened before. I went on vacation. I'm actually kind of glad I'm going on vacation. I did a couple of shorts, you know, from the gaming streams, and I you know, they'll be coming out the next couple of days, like 3 or 4 of them. I don't know. But you know, so what's up, Alessandro? Jesus is God and the only way to heaven. What is? Yes, absolutely, Mr. Facts.
Scanning ahead. Enemy spotted C.
Pushing garage.
Someone's mid.
81.
There. Bomb buddy out.
They're backing up. Not just like
My
one.
ultimate's ready.
Grenade.
Come on, let's go. Someone C.
53 on Jet. She's in spawn. Behind you, Phoenix. Behind you,
Revealing area.
Phoenix. Turn around.
Last player standing. Spike planted.
So sorry, I swear, guys. It was a reaction. But yeah, I don't know, man. I'll be honest with you. That to me is like, because the thing is, here's the way I look at it. It's not that I feel like I should be paid for doing us, you know, for doing my ministry. That's not what I'm saying at all. The only reason that it was even really good to be able to have some sort of compensation is because I spend so much time away. Not that I'm in a different house or anything like that, but I spend lots of time, you know, not with my family, or you know, not spending time with my son and my daughters. and the thing of it is that, you know, that
was old
You guys
fashioned.
ascended, bro. What the
ways
fuck?
are best.
you know, that so the compensation helped, because at least there was something there that I was able to be like, okay, well, you know, at least we have that. It was pretty much like another job, you know. But you know, I don't know, man. Like I said, I know God does everything for a reason, and it's easy to say that when things are working for you. You know, not so much easy, but you know, I'll be the first to acknowledge, like I tell people, you know, it may not be working for you, but it, you know, it doesn't mean that you're gonna feel good about it, you know.
No. Silence.
110 on Omen. Unbelievable, bro.
I am the hunter.
One enemy remaining.
Nice.
No more to oppose us.
Yeah, you're not gonna feel good about it. You're not gonna be happy about it, you
Okay,
know.
they
And
tried. Now
especially
it's
when
our
you,
turn.
I don't know, man. Like my wife always says, you know, it's always in God's hands, and it's true. She's absolutely right. It just sucks because, like I said, I hate people. I hate companies like YouTube. You know what I mean? I hate when they can literally violate, you know, your First Amendment right or do whatever the hell they want. Only when you stand on one side, because if I was gay or I was, you know, transgender or something, they would never dare, you know. But because I stand for God, it's completely different.
Get out of my way.
I don't even know what to do anymore, guys. I'm trying to hit them, but it's not working. But you know what? It is what it is, guys. There's, you know, there's only so much you can do. How am I doing? I'm doing good, man. Through the glory of God. I was just talking about my
Spike planted.
my current adversarial relationship with YouTube, and I don't know, guys. I mean, you guys let me know. I don't know if there's any experts in here. You know, I do know a lot about law. But you know, I've heard both sides of the spectrum when it comes down to it. I've heard that, you know, YouTube does have the right to be as fair and unfair as possible. You know what I mean? That they can violate the law as it stands to free speech and everything like that because it's their platform. You know what I mean?
Last player standing.
I don't know what this guy. I don't know how he didn't see her. Oh, I'm in unrated? Oh man, I thought I was in Swift play. Oh, no wonder.
Full.
Oh, I was like these. Oh. But yeah. Oh well, guys, it's good for the conversation anyway. It's not like I'm taking it that serious. Expose woke ideology. Yeah, Mr. Fax. And I'll have to continue to expose woke ideology. I'm just not gonna be able to do it in a way where it'll be like, you know, a job, you know, and that really does suck. You know, that really does suck because I was able to you know, do a lot for my family with what I was, you know, getting before. $126 on KO. He's in sewer. And now I can't do that, and that's what really bothers me, you know, is the fact that it's not even like there's not channels like mine that are not monetized. There's not channels like mine that don't have a million subscribers. I just showed you guys one of them, and not a lot of them, but you know, it's not like it's not possible, and it just really does. It really bugs me, you know.
Check. Charges? Check. Brakes? Nowhere in sight.
So I don't know, but even more than that, you know, I literally would be willing to, like I said, redo the videos or even delete the videos that they're saying violated. But that's the thing, it's like they want to be able to screw you over. Let's say, well, we don't have to tell you what it is you're doing wrong, you got to figure it out. You know, they can change the rules on you, but they don't have to tell you that they're changing the rules, and they don't have to tell you how they're changing the rules.
Here comes the party! Go get him. Grenade!
Spike down mid.
Satchel out.
Last player standing.
Oh man, so
Spike planted.
guys. TikTok take my video down and expose. Yeah, Mr. Fax, they take. But you know, but here's the thing that I can tell you about TikTok is that no matter what, they take your video down. You know exactly what video it is they took down, even though you know for a fact that they're censoring you. They don't try to hide it. TikTok tells you straight out, this is not allowed. You know what I mean? They only want one side of the political spectrum on their platform, and they don't. At least they don't try to hide it. That's. Hey, what's up, man? Oh, what's up, Slurpee? Quitting YouTube? I mean, no. I was just talking about how they denied my remonetization application again.
I am the hunter.
Enemy spotted me. Jet's grounded.
And they're telling me that because I have videos that supposedly violate their policies.
One enemy remaining.
but they don't tell you, like, and I'm letting you know because you're a YouTuber too, that when they say you have a video that violates their policy, they don't actually have to tell you what video it is, because that's what that in the beginning of the stream I was actually reading a transcript that I got from a guy on Google Help Desk that was saying, yes, I understand that this is important to you, but unfortunately we cannot pinpoint to you, you know, we're not allowed to pinpoint what video violates our policy. And I was like, what? So it's basically like this thing that they've done where they're purposely like, yeah, we can do whatever the hell we want and there's nothing you can do about it. And the only way to really to for sure 100% make sure that you get your monetization back is to delete all videos on your channel and start from scratch. So you know what I mean? That to me is like, it's crazy the stuff that they can get away with, because they are YouTube, which is owned by Google, and they pretty much do whatever the hell they want, even though monopolies are illegal, especially in America. Doesn't seem to matter.
Grenade!
Spike down.
They're both by
Attacker
A-long.
spawn.
So you know, so that's, you know, that's what I was discussing. I'm not talking about quitting. Here's the thing, guys. I have to be realistic in the grand scheme. I have to be realistic, right? Because
One enemy remaining.
I can say, yeah, I'm gonna quit YouTube, but where am I gonna go? My Rumble channel has literally every single video that I have here on YouTube, every single one, including videos that have millions and millions of views. Millions. They, as a matter of fact, they auto upload. You know how many followers I have on Rumble? 6. And even still, would I be able to make the money on Rumble or any other platform for that matter that I was making on YouTube before they decided to try to silence me? No. That's it. See, that's the thing, is that that's what they want ultimately. They want you to take your videos and they want you to take them all down. You know what I mean? That's their way of saying, yeah, you can leave it up if you want, but we're not going to pay you for it. So either way it goes, they win. You can stay on YouTube and be stagnant forever and never get paid for it until eventually you get tired and just stop uploading. Or you can delete all your videos.
Grenade! Go get him. Get inside. Woo! My ult's ready. Reloading. Here comes the party! Boom! On my way. On my way. On my way. Cutting their vision. Grenade! Reloading.
You know, so they know what they're doing. They know what they're
One
doing.
enemy remaining.
There.
And, you know, they're not doing it because, you know, there's some legal precedent behind it or anything like that. They're doing it because they want to keep you, they want to keep you down. They know that either way people will get frustrated enough to where it's like, what is the point? You know what I mean? And make no mistake, guys, I have a Patreon, I have a Buy Me a Coffee, I have all the stuff that but nobody's going there. You know what I mean? I had one Patreon member and that was for about a month or two and then they're gone. I have nobody on Patreon. I did have a guy named J Books donate to me on Buy Me a Coffee, but I'm not a big channel, so nobody's gonna go to those things. Nobody buys my merch. You know what I'm saying? So YouTube knows what they're doing. They know what they're doing. And I'm not telling you guys to complain. I'm just, you know, like I said, I'm being realistic. I'm being real and I'm being transparent.
Get out of my way!
Spike down A.
Grenade!
Spike planted. One enemy remaining.
She's by sewer. She's by sewer. I'm at 7 health.
Reloading.
The hunt begins.
Satchel out.
Last player standing.
Damn it. Sorry, guys. I was only at 7 health. So you know, so I don't know, guys. To be honest with you, I'm not happy right now.
The enemy
I will never lie to you guys and say that I'm not dissatisfied with my life. I'm just happy with my social media status as a whole. You know what I mean? I honestly feel like you start to feel like it's a losing battle, because no matter what, you can have all the subscribers in the world, guys, but to what end? You know what I mean? Like, you can have all these subscribers, but your numbers don't go up and other things, your analytics don't go up and other things. You guys are the most loyal fan base that I have, because people will subscribe to my channel for like a short that they see or something, but at the end of the day, this will probably be the highest number of people you'll see watching, and this is amazing. 16 people is amazing. But YouTube is just, you know, YouTube is yeah. Yo, what up, Pills? What's going on, brother? When I have money, I want to buy one of your oh, you're good, brother. No, I'm not. Listen, I'm not saying that for you guys to start buying stuff, and that's not what I'm saying. Not even close. What I'm saying is that this channel is not one of those channels that has the means to like the Daily Wire, for example, right? When they get demonetized, they have a plethora of other ways for monetization because they work really hard on their content, right? Unfortunately, that's not the case for channels like mine, and they know that. They know that your options are very limited, and they know that you're not really going to go anywhere else, because what are you going to do? Go to Rumble? Rumble is absolutely horrible. TikTok is trash. Instagram, I mean, come on, you know what I mean?
Enemy spotted C.
So, you know, that's the thing, guys, is that I don't have a
Grenade.
I don't have I don't have a lot of other options, and you know, I have two babies. You know, I have older children. I have two babies, and it's really tough. You know, and my wife. If it wasn't for my wife, you guys wouldn't even see half the content for me that you do, because she's always like, "Go make videos." Going on, like, a lot of times I tell her, no lie. As much as I love getting the word out there to you guys, and as much as I love using biblical scripture and the practical application of it to get it out to you guys, a lot of times I'm like, you know, it's just YouTube. The effect is working. They want to keep you down, and they don't want you to succeed, and they don't want you to be a person who can succeed on their platform if you don't do exactly what they say. And then now they don't even have to tell you. That's like, I mean, come on. What do you mean you don't have to tell me? That, you know, and that's why I downloaded the transcript, because I had every intention of showing you guys that nonsense. That it's like, we don't have to tell you.
There.
What do you mean you don't have to tell me? Like, you can tell me if you wanted to. You just don't want to, you know? That's what's crazy to me, is that. I would have no problem taking every video down if they say I have a problem, or at the very least, you know, changing it and re-uploading it, even if it has millions of views. Okay. But they don't even want to tell you that.
Enemy defender spotted. Shot down.
That thing doesn't even make it all the way up the...
One enemy remaining.
I was gonna say, they'd have to be crazy to be still trying to defuse right now. Andrew Jacob says, how did more people start populating the earth when Adam and Eve were made? Did they just inbreed? Well, back then it wasn't known as inbreeding, yes, because that was the only gene pool they had to have, and they had none of the genetic impurities that they have now. So when they had their sons, and it's actually documented how many kids they have, because when you actually trace the lineage carefully and you go through history, you see that Adam and Eve ended up having 33 sons and 23 daughters was the general consensus. They had lots and lots of kids, but people lived for a lot longer, because for some reason people started living longer after the flood. I'm sorry, before the flood. After the flood, they started living shorter. They had much shorter lifespans. So, you know, people, you know, there's a lot of scientific theory as to why that is. And people say, well, that's just what it says in the Bible. Well, no, there's a lot of civilizations that document how long people used to live before that time, and it was hundreds of years. So yes, they did have relations with each other, because that's what it was. There was no such thing as incest. Incest was what later became dangerous because of genetic impurities that started to arise due to living in a world of iniquity.
Multiple enemies B.
Flash!
Last player standing.
Damn, sorry guys. Yeah, so great question, Andrew. But yeah, that is how they populated. It's clear that back then your siblings were the culture was very different. And I mean, how could you have procreated if you didn't do it with the people that were already there? There was only a handful of people by comparison, you know. So that's how it was. I gotta get ready for school, man. Sadly, I won't be able to watch your stream. Love your content really much. You have been a big inspiration to my growing my channel. Hope you never leave, man. You're awesome to have. Stay safe. Thank you so much, Slippy. I really do appreciate that. Thank you, brother Mike. Mr. Fex says the devil trying to silence you. Yeah, and for sure. I feel the same way, man. And I know that as time goes on, and we are at 19 viewers, so thank you guys so very much, man. Man, 20, and we're almost at 20 likes too. So thank you guys. We have 19 viewers and 19 likes. That really does mean a lot to me. You know, especially on a day like today. I really do. Like I said, I appreciate you guys, man, because you guys are the reason I keep coming back. You guys are the reason that I'm motivated to talk about the word of God like that. And I won't lie, it's not always easy. But, you know, you like I said, it's literally God working in me through you guys, you know what I mean? Come on, with a judge, bro? Are you serious? But you know, it is what it is, man. Like I told my wife too. I was like, I'm gonna reapply, but the videos that the videos that they told me about before, or that they didn't tell me about before, are still there. You know, so how am I supposed to fix something if they, you know, it's like this. Imagine you guys, especially for those of you who have children, right? And your child does something wrong, so you give them a timeout or you give them a spank on their bottom, but you won't tell them why. How can you discipline someone or take something away from them without telling them why? And I feel like making an entire YouTube video, you know, exposing YouTube. But the thing about it is, I've seen other channels with significantly more people talk about this, and they never, and it hasn't changed. They tell you to your face that they're not gonna tell you what video. You have to figure it out. Like, figure it out on my own. You're the one who's saying it's violating the policy. You know, they won't even give you a warning on it. Nothing. And we were doing good, and we're just rushing back out now.
Player standing. Spike down A.
She just kind of knew. She knew I was there.
3 gone.
I hit Reyna for 130, but she probably healed up.
Take flight.
Jesus does love us, yeah. The devil. We Pixie Dusted said we messed up and got removed our longevity. Yeah. Well, you know what too? Also, Pixie, that's actually, I'm glad that you said that, because what's that guy's name? Kent Hovind, which I know atheists can't stand, because that guy, he says so many things that they can't argue against, that they just try to attack him. They launch a lot of what they like to call ad hominem attacks on him. But he actually has he's on TikTok and talks about it, and on YouTube. And so does Frank Turk. But Kent Hovind talks about it a lot more. And it's about the difference between lifespans before and after the flood, right? And before the flood, oxygen levels on Earth were very much higher than they are now. And they felt like that was the reasoning why, you know, one of the reasons why human beings were able to live longer. Nice try, bro. So and then after the flood and all the water receded, a lot of the oxygen was sucked out. And I don't know the scientific, but he actually does have like a scientific explanation behind it, and it's a really good. It's so that, just put it like this: there's not been a single atheist or non-believer that's been able to come through and say, no, that's a lie, and here's how we know why. They don't like him, so they try to attack him personally and say that his doctorate is fake and whatnot. But then they'll say that Neil deGrasse, they'll say that his doctorate is not fake, which to me is absolutely hilarious, because Neil deGrasse is little more than a television show host who talks out of his rear end a lot. But you know, that's who you're talking, you know, that's who you're dealing with. So you know what I mean? So, but you are absolutely right. Regardless of the scientific explanation for it, God definitely removed our longevity along with other things.
Last player standing.
Oh my gosh. And I can't even use my
Here comes the party! I blew you up! Grenade!
Sorry, guys. Yeah, he definitely moved our who is it? Kent Hovind.
Match point.
Here, let me look. I will.
Stay out of the fire.
Oh man, I bought this, but I can't. Okay, yeah, let me get that. Kent. I'll give the exact spelling right now. Kent Hovind. Yeah, Kent K-E-N-T. You know, like Clark Kent, like Superman. Hovind is going to be spelled H-O-V as in Victor, I-N-D as in dog. Hovind.
Enemy spotted B. Go spike. I have. Watch them run. You thought you were safe, bullseye. Right here. I am the hunter.
There.
Blind and dead.
One enemy remaining.
Grounded.
Spike planted.
Flawless.
Nice. Yeah, of course. Our father saw we did more harm in those longer years, and now we appreciate the time we have. A true act of loyalty. Yeah, you know what? I and you know, I've never actually heard anyone say that, but that sounds actually 100% spot on to me, because I mean, look at how much damage we do now. Look at how much damage one human being can do now in anywhere from 60 to 80 years, or even less, right? You got guys who are out there being serial killers, and they are, you know, living only 25, 35, 40 years. You know, and so imagine the stuff that they and mind you, yes, there were a lot less people, exponentially less so, back then.
Grenade.
But you know, the end result is the same, right? It doesn't matter. If you're a bad person, you're a bad person. You're gonna find people to do bad things too. That's just how it is.
Reload him.
Still in sight. There. Enemy spotted. C. Enemy marked.
Bomb buddy out. Out of charges.
I have the spike.
Cool, Rick.
Reload. Reloading.
The hunt
30
begins.
seconds left.
Enemy spotted. C.
Last player standing.
Wow. Okay
Spike
then.
down.
Nice shot.
C.
GG.
Defenders win.
Well, I ended up doing better than I did originally. I was doing terrible. So then, a Pixie says, in just 100 short years, we can create so much drama. Well, yeah. I mean, look at people like Adolf Hitler. You know, as a matter of fact, you know, that's actually significantly more beneficial. And you know what? I'm going to show you guys now. For those of you who weren't here, because I know that there, some people are inquiring about the context of what I was referring to earlier. So I'm going to show you guys to me, and you guys let me know if this makes any sense to you, because you know, it's like, imagine being arrested for a crime and you know, being put in jail, and you can be there for an indefinite amount of time and they never have to tell you. You know what I mean? So check this out, guys. This was a transcript. This was me with the Google help desk, right? And this conversation went on from 5:21 a.m. to about 5:36. Okay. And I said, so we'll start here in the middle. Everything else is kind of pleasantries. And he says, I understand you'd like to know why your YouTube partnership program application has been rejected. Again, not the first time, but again, because I said, because YouTube is good at rejecting, but likes to be very vague about specific issues. And he says, I know this is important to you. Let me help you out. He asked me, this is my channel. And I said, yes. He says, I know. I'm sorry. I said, I know why YouTube is rejecting it. I need to know what video it is they have a problem with so that I can fix it, right? Now, if anybody in here thinks that that sounds like an unreasonable request, then please let me know, because I don't think it's unreasonable. If I have a video out there that's supposedly violating your policies, then let me know and I'll fix it, right? So he says, oh, I see. And then I say, yeah, it is my channel. Replying to this, he says at 5:24 a.m., I am sorry, but we are not allowed to pinpoint what part of your content violated our policy. Again, I'm going to highlight this. I am sorry, but we are not allowed to look, I'm going to make it huge so everybody can see it. I am sorry, but we are not allowed to pinpoint what part of your content violated our policy. I said, what? It would be best to read our monetization policies in order to learn which part of your content could have violated our policy. I have over 1,400 videos on my channel. So how can someone know how to address certain issues? I have read them. He says you can read it here. After I clearly said I have read them. I said, which is why I'm here. There are thousands of people on YouTube talking about how you guys do this on purpose, and now I see what they mean. I'm sorry you feel that way, but please know that this is not done in purpose. Reuse content refers to channels that repurpose someone else's content without adding significant original commentary or educational value. This policy is taken from the AdSense Search Control Console portion of the AdSense program policies. We've put it in context that's more relevant for YouTube creators. I said, how could it possibly not be done on purpose? I would have no problem redoing or even deleting certain videos, but how can I even know I'm doing the right ones? I understand how you feel about this. I said, could I at least have a date range of the problematic videos so I could delete them? It would be best to read our monetization policies and review your videos that might have violated these policies. Again, I have read the policies, and there is no way to know how you guys evaluate whether it meets that criteria. I know how you feel. Since that is the case, I would like to make an appeal on your channel's behalf. Would you like me to do that? Yes. I mean, I'm losing thousands of dollars over this. I would be willing to do whatever it takes, but my channel has almost 1,500 videos. There's no way for me to know what to fix or delete. I see. I would need to convert our chat into an email to reach out to this internal team. And then I said, without pinpointing which videos YouTube finds problematic, is there anything at all that you can help me with? So that you can help me out with that would help me. I would be grateful to God for any help from anyone. I'm really sorry, but I'm not allowed to do so. So if you guys are wondering at all why, I'm extraordinarily annoyed at what's going on. That's the reason why, Kent Hovind, lifespan. I wonder if I can find it here. I like this video because it says Professor Dave destroys Kent Hovind when Professor Dave didn't destroy. Professor Dave got absolutely demolished during this. But whose channel was this? Oh, Professor Dave. Yeah, exactly. That's why I got to delete. And I made it clear. I made it clear to him because Professor Dave is he's a clown, is what he is. He knows absolutely nothing. Yeah, all of these are very, very long. And of course, you're going to have a lot of people here. 3 evolutionists, 1 creationist. This one right here, he slams those evolutionists. The Age of the Earth. But they're all several hours long, guys. But here he is. That's his name, Kent Hovind. Please check him out. He's got some great stuff, especially on TikTok. You guys will definitely like a lot of what he has to say, because I didn't even know that there were people who were looking into those sorts of things and why lifespans are shortened. I just thought it was something that God did, but of course God does. Why do we have science? Because God allowed us to have it. So there you are. Pixie says thank you, and just I wasn't always the best person, and God got my attention. I tried giving him the slip. Nope. When he wants your attention, yeah, absolutely right. And I've told that story on this channel many times about the way that I used to be and the way that I used to act and the way that I used to think as far as spiritually and thinking that I was a good person. And I'm just so grateful to God that one day I felt like he spiritually grabbed me by the neck and said enough is enough, because when like you said, when he does want your attention, he's gonna get it. And you can try to ignore it, but it won't do it. And if you do manage to be that hard-headed spiritually enough to ignore it, you can't complain when you get what you get for all eternity. You really can't. I know we live in a society that says it's that's nonstop sin and unrepentant sin is okay, but it's not. you know, and no matter what you do and say, it's not gonna be. So Hassan got exposed on Morgan Pierce. Yeah, I saw that, and I was so glad to see it. That's wrong on YouTube's part. Absolutely. Hill says, bro, that is retarded. I was losing brain cells while listening to their responses. Yeah, and you know what, and to make it worse, guys, I spoke to 2 other people about an hour apart, and all they said was just refer to your email conversation with Joaquin. Joaquin stopped responding to me. He sent one email, I responded to him, and that was it. He never responded to me. And here's the thing though, guys, I actually reached out to, I'm thinking about reaching out to an attorney, but at the end of the day, it makes me wonder, you know, do I, and again, YouTube knows this. They know that the average person does not want to pay retainer fees and attorneys and court fees, because the person suing is the one who has to pay those things, right? Unless you're going to get some pro bono lawyer who's going to, and these things take years, you know? So YouTube knows at the end, they win because people don't want to deal with these problems as far as an issue of longevity in their life. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Revealing area.
But yeah, I encourage you guys to listen to Mr. Ken Holbein. He is very knowledgeable, and he is definitely the bane.
Spike down. C.
Reloading. Careful here.
Yeah, that thing, even when you're behind the wall, it gets you. No.
Enemy punch.
One enemy remaining.
Spike planted.
Last player
Oh,
standing.
come on. Sorry, guys. Yeah, Ken Holbein is, he, you know, and the thing is, he doesn't lose his temper. That I actually watched a good portion of that debate with Professor Dave, and he made an absolute fool of himself right off the bat, talking about how evolution is true, because it's observable with it was so stupid. He was talking about some bacterial strains, and therefore and something happening with bacterial strains that therefore show that natural selection is actually a thing, therefore proving evolution is true. Not, mind you, nobody has ever seen, nor will they ever see evolution, because it's complete horse crap. It's based off something that someone said hundreds of years ago, where they noticed that the shape of a beak was different between 2 sets of sparrows. So in their mind, that meant that at some point we came from bacteria that evolved into fish, that evolved into monkeys. This is the stupidest thing I ever heard in my life. Progressive ideology and transgender ideology is trash. Absolutely correct, Mr. Fact. This is Valorant, Pixie. This game is called Valorant. It's a shooter game. It's a shooter strategy game.
Grenade. See ya. Grenade.
Opponent killed.
68 on Astra. She's going towards you guys from the spawn.
Spike planted.
So yeah, guys, I don't know. I don't know. To be honest with you, like I told my wife, I said I'm gonna reapply, but I haven't deleted a single video. The only video that I have removed from my channel wasn't one that I didn't remove it. YouTube removed it. They actually deleted it and removed it and said that it violated the. Here's a funny thing about YouTube. When there was a video that they said violated their policies on bullying and harassment, they deleted the video, much like TikTok. But in TikTok's eyes, anything Christian or conservative, it violates all of their policies for content, for harassment and bullying. All of it. The moment that you say that homosexuality is a sin, or that there's only 2 genders or something like that, your video is removed within seconds on TikTok, right? They will tell you in a second. But the thing about TikTok is that anything that violates their policy immediately gets taken down right away. So as much as I hate them, at least I know for a fact what it is that violates it, because the video is taken down, right? It's not left there where they can say in the future, well, you could have made money with us, but you better figure out what video is it that's hurting you. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy as hell.
Minions killed.
Spike down A.
Wow. Okay then.
You're dead.
Alrighty then. So yeah, guys, the Bible can tell you we are human. Yeah, of course, but that's the thing, is that it's the Bible says it, so they want an explanation that's contrary to it. Everything that progressives believe in is contrary to the Bible. Everything. You give me anything that progressives believe as an ideology, as what they like to call as love, or any of the other crap that they say, and I guarantee you I can show you how it is the complete antithesis to the scripture, to God's word, to God's desire, to God's will. And that's why, you know, and just to begin with, they like to talk about progressive ideology is very good at making everything seem something like it's not, right? Just what they call themselves to begin with. They call themselves progressives, but there's nothing progressive about them. They're for abortion, which murders innocent, defenseless beings. They're for homosexuality, which stops the procreation process. They're for transgenderism, which perpetuates a lie that you can be something opposite than what you were born. Why? Because they want to insinuate that God makes mistakes, right? They're for police reform, which insinuates that the people with the actual authority, the good people, are the bad guys, and the scumbag heroin dealers are the good guys, right? Everything that they do is what? Come on. Okay. Yeah. You know, like I say, I know that I'm not concentrating today, but holy, I'm getting smacked over here 2 and 4. But yeah, I don't. Yeah. Vic says, I had a channel that was removed 3 years ago. It was a political video. I reposted to my channel. I only had 312 subscribers. They kept striking me. Then finally, yeah. And you know what? To be honest, they have since so many people now can make money off of your content, Pixie, they're very much slower to delete a channel, but also they will, like, I do have strikes on my channel, right? Like, for example, I had videos that were removed by YouTube because we were in the chat, we were doing a live stream just like this one. It was a gaming stream, and we were talking about the 2020 presidential election. Oh man, don't even begin to start to tell the truth about what really happened in that election, because they took there were 2 live streams, and they were hours and hours and hours long, and the first time it happened, somebody was in the chat giving their opinion about what they knew really happened as far as who really won that election, and guess what? About a month or 2 later, they said, oh, you're suspended for a week from streaming, uploading, you can't do anything, and you have an active strike, and if you get 2 more strikes within a 90-day period, guess what? Then your channel's going to be deleted. All right, so then the strike went away after 30 days. Not even a month after that strike fell off the channel, another one from another stream, and this isn't even a political channel. It was a discussion that was happening as far as like how things were happening and how people, how we knew that certain things had happened. You know, how we knew certain things had happened a certain way. And again, it wasn't even like that's what it was. A brief discussion, couldn't have been more than 5-10 minutes. And throughout all that hours long stream, they still and they found another stream where it was either myself or someone else made a comment about that election, and they took that stream down too. And this was a month, so it was like they were combing through hours and hours of footage and then found something. But the crazy thing about that was, at least they told me, hey, we're taking your video down and you're getting a strike. And those strikes last for 90 days. If you get 3 strikes within a 90-day period, they delete your whole channel. But at least then, like I said, at least then I respected it. At least they were being honest about impeding your free speech. You know, about your opinion having to agree with theirs.
Go get him.
Spike planted.
I got someone somehow.
Gun here. There.
Pulling them in. Obscuring vision. Last player standing.
Okay. Yeah, so they told me straight out. They told me straight out that it was not you. under no circumstances can you have an opinion that is contrary to the progressive opinion about Joe Biden and the 2020 presidential election. And I still have the emails. I'll show them to you guys. It was absolutely a crazy. That was what my video was about. Yeah, I still have and you know what the crazy thing is? Even after the strike falls off, it'll still tell you that there's violations on file. So even though the strike is gone, that warning, like that thing where you in the upper left hand corner of YouTube Studio, it never goes away. And I've had 2 strikes, but not within the same 90-day period. So if I would have had 2 strikes in the 90-day period, I probably would have just stopped uploading, or otherwise you're at risk of losing your entire channel.
Right here.
Which to me is so. But the fact that they're purposely doing this, and I know for a fact that they've done this to other. They're using this one vague
Spike
policy
down A.
that they say they don't have to explain to people,
I've got your trail.
They don't have to explain it to you, and that's the thing, is that to me, I don't get how they can get away with it from a legal perspective, except for the fact that there hasn't been any precedent case set where somebody goes to like the Supreme Court with these fools, and that's honestly what needs to happen. And I would love to be the first one to do it, but guys, like I said, I have a family, I have a wife, I have a lot of children and 2 jobs. And they know that. They know that the average YouTuber is a hardworking person who just wants to survive and decides that they can, do some good on a social media platform that unfortunately has fallen into the realm of iniquity, and that's all they want to support. Because I guarantee you're not going to find any progressive channel that's dealing with this issue. Not one. As a matter of fact, if you guys can find one, I'll shut up right now. I won't even talk about it. But it to me, it's absolutely astonishing the things that YouTube get away with. Because if a police officer locks you up and doesn't give you the charges, if the justice system locks you up and doesn't give you the charges, that would be blasphemy, right? Activists would be talking about it for years, right? If liberals were being smashed on social media and their channels removed because of the stuff that they said about Donald Trump, right, from 2016 to 2020, about how he stole the election, it would be the end of the world. But it's okay when it's done to Christian conservatives, because it doesn't matter. They're the bad guys, right? The police are the bad guys. Everybody's the bad guy who doesn't agree with murdering unborn babies or with transgenderism or whatever else ridiculous garbage that they want to talk about.
Enemy spotted A.
There.
Spike down, attacker spawn.
Here comes the party!
1 enemy remaining.
Good game.
Defenders win.
Score was terrible, but we ended up pulling it off, guys. So TikTok is absolutely garbage. It's interesting that if the right talks about questionable election procedures, we're then called election deniers. There are numerous left-leaning politicians outright calling 2016. So yeah, and they did it for years. And look at even now. Look at the new Speaker of the House. The only thing that mainstream liberal media wants to talk about is that he voted to overturn the 2020 election. Yeah, anybody with 2 brain cells would have voted to overturn that thing. Give me a second, guys. I gotta make a phone call, make sure my family's okay.
Match found.
Yes, I'm pumped!
But yeah, guys, sorry, I had to make sure my family was on the way back from my wife took the kids out, and I was doing my last stream because we're going, you know, on a vacation for the next few days, which, you know, considering everything that's going on, I'm glad that I am. Only through the grace of God will I get good news as far as what's going on, but I just think it's absolutely crazy. He who holds the power makes the rules. Yeah, Pixie. But you know what's funny though? It's YouTube, right? If I never do another YouTube video again, my life will be absolutely no different, except that I like it because I'm able to spread the word of God. Other than that, I couldn't care less about YouTube. I wouldn't have given a damn. Before I used to spread the word of God, I probably uploaded 1 or 2 videos to YouTube a year, and I don't even know why the hell I did that. Out of sheer boredom only. Literally sheer boredom, you know. It's banned in my house. No TikTok allowed. I've banned Instagram too. Yeah, they're both trash. But you know what? TikTok is a hell of a lot worse than Instagram is. At least Instagram, I can tell you that I can get on there and I can see Christian content, a lot of Christian content, and a lot less censorship. And that's not to say they don't have it. They just don't have it at the level that, when we're talking about censorship, you have TikTok, then YouTube. Then, you know, YouTube and Instagram sometimes are tied, but TikTok is absolutely the worst. Like, you can't, if you have an opinion about sin, oh my God, it's all hate speech. It's not allowed. It is not allowed. Thank you guys so much, man, for 19 likes, man. If we can get to 20 likes, that would be absolutely amazing. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Love don't rejoice in iniquity. No, it doesn't, Mr. Facts. It doesn't. But you know what? Like I said, my channel was a lot more successful before. You know, and we used to have channel sponsors. We used to have so many different things and things that I was able to share with you guys that, you know, unfortunately I can't. And like I said, I did launch a Patreon, and I launched a Buy Me a Coffee, and they were not successful, not even close. So, you know, it is, like I said, it is what it is. I'll never be a powerhouse like, you know, the Daily Wire and stuff like that. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? So. My options are limited, and there's nothing I can do. Like I told you guys earlier, Rumble, as much as I would have loved to have seen Rumble crush YouTube, you know, Rumble is if you are not a Joe Rogan or a Daily Wire or a Steven Crowder, you ain't getting no followers, man. I'm telling you right now. I've been at 6 followers on Rumble since I created the channel, and every single one of my pieces of content, minus the community posts, because they don't have community posts as far as I know, are on Rumble. But nothing. I got you know, 6 followers, and even if I had the amount of followers as I have subscribers on YouTube, you know, they don't, their monetization and stuff like that is nothing like it is here, you know. So it just sucks because I did work really hard to get monetized, and it's gone. So it looks like they're not going to be interested in allowing me to have the perks that I had before.
Spike down.
But like I said, there are content creators who do have, like Devin Gibson and stuff, and God bless them, because
There.
I don't have 10% of the subscribers that he has, but his, and he used to do music reaction videos, which is crazy to me. It's absolutely crazy to me because that stuff is mostly all copyright content. You know what I mean? That's all copyright stuff.
You see,
And
they're flawed. Or the
he has no issues. He's got a join button. He's got a, so I don't know, guys. I don't know. I just that I know there was another content creator that I was seeing that was talking about another channel that was demonetized for the same thing, for the reused content. And they're doing it to a lot of people, man. And it's unfortunate because you know, there's space for everybody. You know, whether you want to listen to our opinions, whether you want to listen to the gospel or not, you don't have to, you know, but it is what it is, man. It's whatever. But like Pexi said, they in their space, they hold the power, so they can make the rules, you know, unfair or as fair as they want.
Multiple enemies B. Turret destroyed.
I know exactly where you are.
Come on, dude! The animations in this game are so slow. I hate when TikTok has those stupid pronouns on their profile. I think they still have them, if I'm not mistaken.
Last player standing.
I just found your channel. I wish I found you sooner. Thank you so much, Pixie. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm grateful. Listen, I believe that everybody, you know, everything happens in God, according to God's will, you know. Like I was saying earlier, I don't like the fact that I've been demonetized. I know it's God's will for that for it to be that way, even if it's just for right now. It looks, from the way that YouTube acts and the way that they've written the rules, it looks like it's gonna be forever.
That Cypher wants
And,
to watch us. Let him.
I don't know. Like, my wife says it constantly. You know, it's in God's hands. It doesn't make you feel better at the time about what's going on. And make no mistake, there are people that I know, you know, especially at my job, that are going through way worse. That, you know, I bet that they wish that being demonetized on YouTube was their worst problem. So, you know, you always got to put everything in perspective, you know. But you know, it sucks when you're patient and you try to do the right thing and you still get screwed over while workers of iniquity get rewarded on a consistent basis. But that's a world we live in. You know, that's what the gospel states. Oh, what? Come on, bro. Come on. Whatever. Yeah, I'd rather, like I said, I'm having a better conversation than I am a game, and I'll take that, you know, every day of the week. I'll take that.
Perfect.
Nice shot.
Accuracy.
7 now. Thank you, Pixie. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's not, like I said, all my videos are there, but there is no discoverability on Rumble. It's, you know, I will never, and I even said it in my appeal video to YouTube. I'm not gonna lie and sit here and make idle threats about going to other platforms, because YouTube has been around since before TikTok, since before Instagram, since before Facebook, since before Rumble for sure, and they continue to dominate. Even recently with all the stuff that they, you know, when I was still monetized, you know, there was things that they launched and took away, like YouTube Stories, which I don't understand why they took away, but they should have never have. I mean, that was such an amazing feature, and they took it away. But look at what they did. YouTube made it to where they, you know, they have picture content. They have short form content and long form content all in the same platform. So they basically took TikTok, what it was known for, they put it on in the form of YouTube Shorts. They took Instagram and they put it on their platform in the form of community posts, right? And they even had stories, which exist on TikTok and Instagram. I don't know why they took it away. I wish they wouldn't have, because I used to get subscribers nonstop back then when I was still monetized, you know. And you know, it's really messed up, man. It's really messed up that there's, you know, that you're so afraid of the opposite opinion that you'll do anything, and you'll do it through the most petty means possible to make sure that people aren't able to have the same voice, you know. And that's really unfortunate, because it just goes to show your fear and your iniquity and your inadequacy and the things that you stand for. Just once I'd like to see the little guy win. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing though, is that the little guy has to be willing to, you know, start the fight. But because we have actual lives, you know, they know that most people are not willing to start just because they don't have the time for it. Who's next? What? Oh my, okay. You know, so yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean, Pixie Dusted, but I don't, you know, I don't know. To me, it's
Last player standing.
It's kind of a losing battle, and I guess we have to accept it as just the same way that the scriptures said it, you know, because the scripture said, and look at what Jesus said. Jesus said long ago that the road to destruction was broad and many were on it, right? And the road to the road to heaven is very narrow and very few are on it, you know. And this is one of those things that we have to look at and say, no, this is what the Messiah was talking about, you know. And it sucks. But you know, the thing is, I reapplied knowing full well that I hadn't deleted any of the videos that they said, but I was at least hoping that I would be able to get a straight answer and say, hey, you know, you're gonna punish me another 90 days. Can you tell me why? And Roman, I always forget that guy's last name, but he's on that show called Facts Matter, and he said their monetization was taken away quite some time ago. They make all their own content. They don't do reactions. They don't do any of that stuff. That stuff was taken away from them. He says we've been reapplying every 90 days, and every 90 days like clockwork within 24 hours. They say that they'll get back to you within 30 days. They already have you on a list, man. They don't want you monetized. They're gonna keep you off. But again, they have several other ways to monetize themselves. You know, there's a paycheck and there's compensation for them regardless, you know.
There.
Really, dude? Really?
Reloading. Terminated.
Yeah, back to you, Mr. Fax. I don't know. I don't know if they still have this stuff in their bios, man. I don't know. I don't pay enough attention to TikTok. I'm kind of yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know, guys. I'm gonna need a lot of prayer, you know, and this vacation couldn't come at a better time because, you know, the flesh is weak. You know what I mean? The flesh is weak, and it's like I know that what I know that what I'm doing, and I know that the content that I'm putting out there is for the glory of God and nothing else. But it's just like the flesh knows, you know, the devil knows how to appeal to your flesh and make you upset, and you know, the YouTube was definitely run by the side of iniquity for sure, you know.
No stopping now.
Not until the job is done.
So I don't know, guys. Again, if there's any questions about there was one great question about Adam and Eve. If there's anyone else in here who does have a question, please, I will address it. That's a promise. I will look, even if I don't address it within the first few seconds, but a lot of times I'm in a match or whatever. But I do this, like I said, I started doing this again to provide a more casual environment that for YouTube to bring in people that they wouldn't ordinarily bring in. And you know what, if I do it for free forever, that's just something I'm gonna have to get used to. You know, I like, not because of the God part, but because of the time that it takes, you know. That, you know, just not that I don't spend with my family and whatnot. That's all. And if I'm not deserving of it, then I'm not. It is what it is. I have to go by what God says, regardless of whether I like it or not.
Enemy spotted me.
I know exactly where.
Damn, man. That couldn't happen at a worse time.
Enemy down.
Last player standing. No more. Defenders win.
I'm definitely playing like I feel, guys. Definitely playing like I feel. If we could break 20 likes, that would be absolutely amazing, guys. You know, at least before, when I would say that there was something that I was trying to get to at the end of the tunnel, but yep.
Match found.
So I just got the news that they're not going to they're not going to accept my appeal for the denial, guys, much as I expected. So big surprise there. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see.
Bro, why does Jet paint her eyebrows on with a brown Sharpie?
Yeah, so right here, your channel remains ineligible for monetization. Our reviewers found that your appeal wasn't successful. You still have the opportunity to reapply for monetization. What should you do next? Review the feedback. Channel URL wasn't included. Oh. Review the... Oh. What? I mean, I didn't even know I was supposed to, but... And then it says it's telling me to reuse content again. Make changes to your channel to address the initial feedback for shown in step 2. Changes can include editing or deleting videos or updating video details. You can reapply starting January 23rd, 2024. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I may be taking a vacation from things this weekend, but I may be taking a very long vacation from YouTube, to be honest with you. Like, very long. This world loves sin. Yeah, that's for sure. It's all good, Pills. It's not like I didn't expect it, man. It's just, like I said, it sucks because it's not like, you know, I don't know, man. Like I said, I do have things set up for, you know, additional support for people who do, you know, want to support, but those have been a complete failure. There's no traction on Buy Me a Coffee. There's no traction on Patreon. You know, I don't have anything on there, so the merch isn't moving. You know, I think I've made a grand total of maybe $40 from that. So, you know, it's a lot of work, man. It's a lot of work for yeah, I don't know. We're gonna have to see what happens, because they just absolutely refuse to tell me.
Oh, I'm hungry.
You know, I don't know. There's literally nothing I can do. It is what it is, man. Maybe it's I don't know. Maybe it is time to hang it up, man. Maybe it's time to, you know, put down childish things and dismantle this whole studio and serve it another way, because this obviously ain't it. You know, maybe I gotta pray on it. Maybe that's, you know, God telling me, you know. I don't know, but you know, that's how at this point, that's how I feel. So, but you know, what can I do? Guess that it just ain't for me. I guess I just don't deserve. No, I don't deserve it. Maybe I don't work hard enough. I'm obviously not successful enough, or
Grenade! Got him. Bomb buddy out. Reloading.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you know, it's obviously God's will, because it continues to happen, and I got demonetized originally. Well, Pills, you were one of the first ones to tell me originally I got demonetized, and that was like in June or July. So yeah, it was June or July. So let's say it was July. Let's just say best case scenario, talking about July, August, September. Yeah, that was when I was able to reapply. But then I had to get to my watch hour, so that added another, so that's 4 months plus another 3, so it'll be 7 months minimum. But again, I promise, I bet you any money I could delete, and it has to have been the shorts. That's the thing, is that they see the shorts that are getting this traction, that the shorts that I'm thinking that they want me to take down. Some of them, one of them has like 5 million, and the other ones have anywhere in excess between 1 and 3 million views. You know, so I take those down. There goes all the subscribers that I always get, and that's what they want. They want my subscribe. They want me to go back to ground zero when it comes to, you know, catering. You know, that's what they want eventually. They just want you to stop making videos that's hurting their narrative. You know.
Spike down, attacker spawn. One enemy remaining.
Nice. Pray on it, man. Don't let the system win. You already know it's nothing you did on your part, bro. It's just a brain dead system that we're a part of. Yeah, absolutely. We hit 20 likes. We actually did. We hit 21 likes. Thank you guys so much. And we are at 40,345 subs. So thank you guys, man. You know what? And you know what? I don't know. At this point, the only thing I can really do, guys, I think is, because I'm getting so much good analytics that those shorts won't stop. Like, those are shorts that I put out several months ago, and they're still getting every 28 days tens of thousands of views, and that's why my subscribe. So I guess when I see my subscriber count really going down, I can probably just delete those, the ones that I think, and then just pray to God that those are the right ones.
Nature girl down. My ultimate is ready. Initiated.
Healing you. See ya.
You know, once they're not really getting traction anymore, That's the only thing I can really think of. You know what I mean?
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, they're not here at B. Good job. So I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm at the end of the day, like I said, I'm upset right now. This is how I was last time too, but I don't think it's right. I don't think it would be right. I don't know, unless a God gives me a direct sign to stop putting his word out on YouTube. I don't think I'm going to. You know, I feel like I owe it to my Messiah to do as much as I possibly humanly can to get his word out there. And if it means I never get paid again, then I just never do, you know. And I can pray that, you know, if I don't, then my Patreon and my Buy Me a Coffee will take off, and, you know, I can get a few people, you know, supporters there, or whatever, you know, or not. It is what it is, you know.
Grenade!
Got at least one, two A long.
Multiple enemies A. Satchel out. Fire in the hole!
The hunt begins.
Hey, man.
Deal with my car.
Caught me reloading.
They're on site now.
You will
Yeah,
not
man.
kill my
Mr. Fact
ally.
says the wicked will be judged. Yeah, they will, man. They will. And you know what? For every time you put someone, that's fine, because God will provide. You know what I mean? I think you know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna work. I'm gonna rework on my campaign for Buy Me a Coffee and Patreon, and I'm just gonna start putting those, you know, those little snippets in all of my videos, and make my little lower thirds and everything, and really push it on, you know, if I can't, if people do, and there's people who ask all the time, you know, is there a way to support or whatever, and I don't really answer them, because that's not what I'm in it for. But at the end of the day, it's more just to show YouTube that at the end, regardless of anything, I'm not gonna stop putting God's word out there and putting God's values out there, his Christian conservative values out there, because people like YouTube don't like it. Because I promise you, if I was an atheist channel, I wouldn't be going through this. I wouldn't have lost a single penny. It's a guarantee I wouldn't have, you know. No, I'm not gonna give up, Pills. I'm not gonna give up. Sometimes you want to. 22 likes, you guys are absolutely legendary, man. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I really do need that. I needed that. Is there a link for Buy Me a Coffee? Yeah, it's in my about section, Pixie. It's on, guys, listen, I am not begging for money. That's not what I'm saying. It's the principle of it. You know what I mean? I don't want anyone to ever feel like they have to do it. I'm just saying that there's, you know, what I am saying is that, like I said, it's just, it's the world's way of really picking at you and saying, you know, I guess because I had it, and so now I know what I'm missing out on, and I think that's what it really comes down to, because that was money for my family, and I feel like they're taking food out of the mouths of my family, so to speak, because I represent Christ. But that's, you know, that's in scripture, guys. That's not nothing new. You know, it's what, like I said, it's because I had it, and I know what it's like to have it, and then now not having it, and being given the opportunity to try to have it again, and then them taking it away from you, knowing that, man, you get to serve God, and you get to provide more for your children on top of that. That's win-win, you know. So that's what I'm saying, guys. But yeah, my Buy Me a Coffee link is there in the it's the about section. I'll show you as after this match, if God willing we win this one, I will I'll show it to you guys. It's not a big deal. I should have it in my lower thirds, and my, like, you know, like the way that I have my but I just took out a lot of my social media, you know, follow me, subscribe to this, blah stuff, because I just didn't want to be obnoxious to you guys. I wanted to get the word of God out there. And if you felt it in your heart to subscribe or follow or donate, whatever, then it was because you it came out of your heart, and not because I had to ask. I don't like asking people, because it's just not right.
There.
What? Come on. What? Oh my gosh, bro. Oh man. You deserve to get paid for your time and beautiful work you're doing. Thank you, Pixie. I appreciate that. I really do. Yeah, you know what, and that's the thing too. I'm not always, but I try to be very careful about telling people what I do or don't deserve, because I don't. At the end of the day, by godly standards, I don't deserve anything. I deserve to be cast into hell for the sinner that I am. You know what I mean? I don't feel like I deserve it. Like I said, it just sucks because I know what it's like to have it, and I was able to do so much good work, and it was motivating me to push all this stuff out. And I was able to, and my wife, you know, was like, man, it's just more financial security, you know. Again, not that I'm not blessed, not that if I never make another dollar from YouTube again, it literally, you know, it would never hurt us. You know, we will not end up without a home or food, or that is not the case, you know. But you know, you guys know what I'm trying to say. When you finally have something and then you don't have it, it's almost like they're doing it just to say, yeah, well, if you want this, you have to go back to doing things the way we want. It's like, no. Because if I got to choose between God's word and like I said, Christian conservative values and narrative and stop putting them out there just for the sake of making maybe a couple $100 a month. No, I used to like the perks of, you know, having channel sponsors in here and the little icons and everything. It was just so cool. You know, it really was very cool for my channel to be established that way. But that was, you know, God teaches you lessons, man. You know, you gotta do your stuff, whether, you know, during the good and the bad.
Grenade! I've got your trail. Colorful kill.
Spike carrier's down.
Spike down B.
Oh, come on.
Satchel out. Satchel out.
Plant.
Last player
Oh,
standing.
crap.
One enemy
Guys
remaining.
out. Go get him. Grenade!
I'm at 12 health, guys. Good game. God bless you guys.
Attackers win.
12 health.
Like victory.
Woo! 12 health. I agree with Pixie. Your hard work cost you instead of paying you. It's messed up. We know that what you're saying, man. Maybe it's just, I think it is a test, Bills. I firmly believe it is a test. Yeah, guys, listen, it's never going to be easy when you get bad news. And I think that, like I said, I really do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart that you guys are all here, you know, carrying me through it, because that's, you know, the divinity of God is such that that's what you need, is that you need fellowship, right? And my wife does it for me all the time. But here, guys, here's the links. Pixie, you were asking, that's why. So here's all the links. Like if you go here and then you click the links, I think Buy Me a Coffee looks like it's the first one, and you just click on it, whatever. And yeah, I have, like I said, I have had support from people. I've had 3 supporters, and then my Patreon is here. I had 1 follower. I had 1. Yeah, I did have a supporter. And then, but then that disappeared too. There was no more supporters on that. I do have, you know, monthly stuff, which, to be honest with you, I would like to just do it through these 2 things, because they take a lot less, you know, and this is where you can go to my other, so if the pop-up blockers would, you know, my other profiles on Instagram. I don't know if my Twitter still works because I get banned on it a lot. Okay, yeah, here it is still. And then obviously my YouTube is here. So yeah, but that's where it is, guys. And like I said, maybe I'm just not pushing hard enough and telling people, you know, this is where you can come support. But then, you know, here's the thing, guys. If you look at my analytics, I want to show you guys, like, I get a lot of views, and most of them are on my shorts, which is typical of any channel, right? But if you see more, like, look at the last 48 hours, this one got 60,000 views. This one got 11,000. This one got 5,000, right? So altogether, if we look at this one, for example, this one has a total of, let's see, if last 48 hours, how do I change this? This is updating live. Last 60 minutes, I got 1,000 views in this last 60 minutes. And it wasn't really until I started doing ones like this, right? So I think that, you know, if I were to delete I don't know. That's the thing. They won't tell me, you know, they will not tell me, you know, they won't tell me which videos it is, you know. Your top content this period. Look at this one. This period alone got almost 800,000 views, 90%, you know, 172,000, 169,000. And it wasn't until like really after these videos came out. This one was June 10th. This one was in February, and this one was going for a long time. So I don't think it's this one, or this one, but I don't know. These are ones that don't have my face in them. This one doesn't. But if you look at content, and then if you do it not by the date, but if we do it by, oh no, that's okay. I'm sorry. That's by views. Can we do by views? Okay, yeah. So, and look at this one, and this one. This is how you respond to a transgender loved one. This one has my face in it. So I don't think it's this one.
Is literally the best response I've ever witnessed. Check this out.
I got this letter.
Right. So I say, is it that one? I don't know. This one doesn't have my face in it, nor does this one. These both have 1.5 million apiece. And look at, like, if you look at the amount of subscribers you get, if I were to delete these right now, imagine how many subscribers I would lose. Because look at the analytics. I got over 3,000 subs just from this video. And I don't know what they're talking about. I made 33 cents because if I was still monetized, I'd be making several $100s from this video on a period to period basis. I don't even know how many I got from this one. If we look at the analytics, yeah, I got 7,000 subs from this one. Look at estimated revenue for this period would have been $376. So you know what, guys? Maybe that's it. Maybe if I look at the revenue, if there are ones, hold on. Did I just solve this? Okay, so let's look at the analytics for this one. 33 cents. Is that one that they have a problem with? This video. Okay, so what about this one? 78.38. So is it this one? It can't be this one because this one came out a long time ago. 111. So is it the one that's not making anything? And it doesn't have my face in it, so it would make sense. This one definitely. This one has 1.5 million views, and this is one of my favorite ones, to be honest.
Oh, the word homosexual was never in the Bible. It wasn't in the Bible till 1946, and the word it replaced translates to pedophile. Wonder why they did it, must be a mystery.
I am so sick of people lying about Bible translations. The Greek word that this false teacher is talking about here is the word arsenokoitai. The Apostle Paul actually invented that word by combining two words, arsen meaning man and koitai meaning bed. So arsenokoitai literally means men who bed together. Nothing about the word in any context restricts the meaning to pedophilia, quite the contrary. The Apostle Paul was describing a forbidden behavior, not a group of people. The original Hebrew and Greek text were describing the action of a man having intercourse with another man. At no point was the book of Leviticus or the Apostle Paul restricting the meaning of homosexuality to pedophilia. Paul was referring to behavior and not identity. Stop lying about Bible meanings and translations.
So that's one of my best ones, guys. Yeah, man, you got to have these sites linked. Yeah, I have them linked. It's right there. That's the thing, is that it's on my channel, but like the thing is, most people don't go onto YouTube and like click on a video and say, oh, and then they go to that person's channel and look at all the other stuff and they look at his links. They don't do that, you know. So I'm gonna have to start doing it from within my videos. So then, okay, so what about the analytics for this one? This one was making some money. So is it? So should I take it? So here's the thing, guys. Look at this video. This one has half the views as this one, right? But it's actually saying it would be making money through AdSense. So this one, it says 33 cents estimated revenue. Would this be the one that's hurting me? The one with Chase on the whatever podcast? Now, make no mistake, I'm not going to delete it now because I can't apply till January anyway. So then what I would do is I would have to...
Should we deny smokers access to medical care because they...
hope not.
Okay, and let's look at the analytics on this one. 596. Okay, so I'm noticing, guys, the ones that do not have last 48 hours, it's got 8. Okay, this is making sense. This is making sense now. I think that, let me see.
There has not been
Okay,
a
thank God my face is
non-believer.
in this one, because you have to add your own spin on it. Let's look at the analytics here for okay. So you know what, guys? I'm noticing that the ones that don't have my face on them are not. They're not getting. But this one was pretty popular. I would happily. This one
Never gets old watching.
Oh no, yeah, because
a worker of iniquity.
This one does have my face on it. So let's look at the analytics on this one. Yeah, see? So that's the thing, guys, is that I don't even know how they're calculating these numbers when I'm not getting monetized. But I'm thinking, let's see this one. I don't know if this one has my face.
Brothers and sisters, when a non-believer...
Okay, so, and then if we look at the analytics, yeah, okay. Okay, we may have cracked the code, guys. I don't know. You guys let me know if you think what I'm saying makes sense. But it looks like there's ones that, so the ones that don't have my face directly, this one does not. And this was one of the greatest shorts. I could have done it too, man. I could just do a remix of it. But at this point, I feel like I'd be hurting myself bad. Especially considering that for the next 3 months, I can't apply anyway. So why not delete it the day before you can apply, right? Or making sure that you have everything. Yeah, because the analytics for this one, look at this. 33 cents on a video that has a total of 1.5 million views. This video has 1.5 million views. 1,492,031. Right? In the first 137 days, that's not bad. So you know what I'm gonna have to do, guys? I'm gonna have to go through and look at all the ones that, because I know there's, let me see, does it? I think this one does. Yeah, this one has my face.
Just another prime example of why Matt Walsh's.
Yeah, and then if you look at the analytics, $57. You see what I'm saying, guys? So that's the thing, man. It looks like I'm getting punished on. I wonder what the analytics are for this one. 40. Yeah, it looks like I'm getting punished on this one and possibly one of the other ones that I looked at. Camp. I don't know if it's that one. This one doesn't have my face in it as far as I know. So it looks like
you said you're an EMT. Okay, if you're responding, you're.
Oh, but you know what? Matt Walsh isn't monetized anymore. So that might have something to do with it. That may have. I think it's the whatever podcast one. Because look at the analytics for this one. And my face isn't in this one as far as I know.
The mother needs to have the right to choose whether she wants to go through.
Why does the location of the being matter to its moral worth?
We're not going to get anywhere if we can't agree on when the being comes into existence. You believe that the child is born when it's conceived. I believe a child is born when it's born, when it lives experiences. That is a
lives experiences. Wait a second. When my baby was 26 weeks old, it would kick in familiarity to my voice, listen to music. So experiences, I mean, and why would you draw that line? Why not at the creation of the deoxyribonucleic acid, the DNA, when the new being's process into full and complete adult human development begins?
I wouldn't like to say that you got me dumbfounded.
I'll say it. He has you dumbfounded.
Okay.
And this is what happens when you try to argue against God 10 times out of 10.
Okay, so this one does have me. All right, guys. So you know what? I think I may have cracked the code. And only with you guys' help. I wouldn't have even been looking at this without you guys here. I think I know what it is, man. So you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and leave those. This one has my face in it. It has to be this one. So you know what? Let's look at the whatever podcast, guys, and let's see. Damn. I wonder if they have a join button. They may have something to do with that. Oh yeah, they do. They do have a join button. So that makes sense because
Welcome to the Whatever Dating Talk podcast. Thank you for tuning in tonight. You could have
if they complained because one of the clips from their show and I didn't do enough remixing on it with my own stuff, that would be why then. Yeah, that would be, and it would make sense, right? It would make absolute sense. You know why? What the heck happened to my camera? Where's my third? Oh. You know what? I think I know what happened. Let's see. Okay, so then we go to 2 here. Yeah, I've been having an issue with my Logitech Stream Cam, guys. It's not here. I wonder if I can fix this here with you guys. Logitech Stream Cam? Yeah. No, that's the wrong one. No, there is. There is a lot. Video capture device. Add existing. Nope, that's not it. Give me a second, guys. I'm trying to see if I can fix this because it's gonna bother me if I don't fix it here. It's not the Logitech Brio. There is a Logitech Stream Cam up top. There we go. There you are. There you are, you little dickens. You're acting all silly over here while I'm live. So I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. It would seem to me that I would say that if we look and we ascertain the differences between what it looks like for estimated revenue for the one video. Now, my thing is that the only reason I wouldn't delete that one right now anyways, because it would make absolutely no sense for my channel analytic wise. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, if I were to delete that right now, all I'm going to be doing is losing thousands of subscribers that can come to the channel, and then right before the video obviously won't be doing as well in 90 days anyway. Then, you know what I mean? Then I'll just go ahead and do what I got to do. But yeah, I'm not going to do that right now. That'd be crazy. So yeah, I'm going to have to go out of my way to make, when I get back, guys, when I get back, I'm going with my wife to Puerto Rico for this weekend. We're going to be gone tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, and we'll be on the way back on Monday. We'll be there in the morning on Monday. We'll be leaving early Monday afternoon and getting back here by the evening. So guys, that I'm thinking that's it. I don't know. You guys, like I said, you guys are in the chat. Maybe I'm just over rationalizing, but I never look. YouTube is promoting false narrative.
Found.
Absolutely, they are 100%. YouTube does promote sin. They do. Yep. And you know what's funny, Mr. Fax? I see because I have the widget on the stream, but they blocked your comment.
Yes.
Oh no, never mind. It came through. Well, it came through on Restream. But I don't see it on YouTube, on the YouTube chat. That's funny. Gordon PC's acting funky, man. That's gonna be probably when I do feel, well, basically when I feel like it. We're gonna have to see about upgrading the parts, the motherboard and CPU, because it's very old. It's like a 6-7 year old platform, but it's only for a recording PC, so I don't care. But just a lot of little things that happen that I'm not a fan of, because I have a 2070 Super in there as an encoder, which is the most important part. But obviously you need the brain and the body of the system to be working right, you know what I mean? So, and you know what, guys, there's other ones too that don't have my face on them that I'm thinking that I'm probably just gonna go through one by one, and yeah, when it comes closer to the time, I always had it, but like I said, it's not like they would tell me, so I would only be going off of my my speculation, which is better than what YouTube is providing me, which is nothing. You know, they're not providing me any guidance. Thank you so much, guys, for 23 likes. I really do appreciate you and love you guys, man. You guys are absolutely amazing. It's between you guys and like my wife. My wife is an absolute, she is a monster when it comes to my motivation and stuff, because I would have been off YouTube a long time ago and torn all this crap down, but you know, she always reminds me that the most important work is the work for God. So, you know what I mean? You know what I mean.
There.
There. Enemy spotted B.
Spike planted.
How? KO 60. He's on A. Coming over to B. It has been an absolute pleasure talking to all of y'all. Thank you, brother Maverick. Keep up the good fight, sir. Thank you so much, Pixie. I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know if you were here to see what I was talking about as far
Last
as like
player standing.
the video that may be causing an issue. But yeah, if you have any thoughts on it, feel free to, you know, shoot me up and or make it, you know, in the comment section, whatever, you know. But I thank you so much for coming by, and thank you so much for the likes and all the support. Like I said, you guys are absolute legendary, man. Absolutely, positively, absolutely. And we're coming towards the end of the stream, and my family's walking through the door right now, so it is like perfect timing, because there are some odds and ends I gotta do, guys. I'm gonna walk around and make sure that I have every little thing for the trip together and stuff like that, you know what I mean, and spend time with the family, because I'm not gonna see my kids for almost 4 days, which is probably the longest time I've ever gone without seeing my kids. That's gonna be tough. To not see my kids for almost 4 days is gonna suck, especially for the babies. Hi.
Spike planted.
You're done.
Last player standing.
Hi, puta. Did you have fun?
Let's ruin their day.
Where's mommy? How did the baby act? Did you guys help your mom?
Yeah.
Chupi! Ay, Dios mío, coño, carajo. So cute.
And she had a little sticker from us, so then we took it on her forehead.
You what?
She had a little sticker from Chuck E.
Wow.
So we put it on her forehead. And we told people that she was for sale, but nobody wanted her.
Yeah, right.
For real.
Enemy spotted C.
Don't resist. Parasite.
Spike planted. One enemy remaining.
Oh, sheesh, what you doing? My 10-year-old's watching first game. He's really into game playing. Oh yeah, it's Valorant. This game is played from kids from 4 or 5 years old all the way to like elderly.
Don't be cheap. Spend it all before it's gone.
What does your brother say?
He wants to meet.
Multiple enemies mid.
Stealing sight.
Oh, powerless.
One enemy remaining.
Come on, let's go.
Sorry guys, I had to mute. We promote Jesus Christ. Oh sheesh, what you doing? We're going to Puerto Rico. It's my grandmother's 80th birthday. So everybody, I'm gonna see, I'm supposed to see, in God's name, family members that I've not seen, some people in over 10-15 years. The people who live all over the country, Florida, Chicago, New York. You know, everybody's gonna be out there because, you know, my grandmother's turning 80. So, you know, by the time you're that age, you don't know how much longer you got. And so that's what we're gonna go do. Yep. and it'll be my wife's first time in Puerto Rico. It'll be my I haven't been to Puerto Rico in about 20, almost 25 years. So yeah, actually 20, closer to 25 years.
There. There.
Gun here. Target down.
Guys, they're on A, so I'm gonna rotate.
Go ahead, go to C, go to C, go to C.
That was the plan, little bro.
On my mark.
Enemy and defender spawn.
Okay. As I'm moving, cool. Cool. I should have just waited. That was actually my fault. Oh, she's not. Yeah. Yeah. It was like I said. It wasn't even a planned trip.
Come over here. Come back.
We were out with my brothers and my mom.
No, I'm not.
Come on, let's go.
And they just were like at the last second. They're like, "Oh, we're going to Puerto Rico
One enemy
because
remaining.
it's your grandmother's birthday." And I didn't think I didn't think my wife was going to want to go because the baby's not even a year old yet, and we've never been away from the kids for more than a few hours, not since any of them were born. And I'm not even joking. I'm not even close to exaggerating. So for 3.5 going almost 4 days, it's gonna be tough, but it's definitely long overdue. Probably not the best timed trip, and especially like looking now, my wife is not feeling too well. I'm praying to God that by tomorrow she feels at least a little bit better, because I don't want her to be in Puerto Rico like not feeling well, because that'll suck. But still, at least as she can have, you know, kind of see it, because then when we go for our trip, our real vacation, then, you know, she'll obviously feel better.
No, you don't. Right here. Spike planted. You're out.
One enemy remaining.
Killjoy's still on B. Yep, she's on your mid.
Not on B.
Shot me. Yeah, yeah, B window right there, like right there.
Not window.
Match point.
My smokes can block the enemy's line of sight. Once they're blind, we move.
Yeah, so I want to say thank you guys, man. Oh, we're coming to the end right now too, so that's good. Like I said, it's perfect timing. My wife and kids walk through the door right as the end of the stream is coming. Ay, putito. You farthead.
Grenade! Got one! Get out of my way!
One enemy remaining.
My ult's
My
ready.
ultimate's ready. Come on, let's go. Someone's A.
Last player standing.
Good game. God bless you guys.
Attackers win.
GG's, guys.
As colorful as Carnaval.
That was not a bad one. That was not a bad one. Hills, are you streaming tonight? If you're still in here? Give me about 2 minutes, guys. I don't understand how I'm getting so many duplicated cameras. Oh, you know what, guys? No, I'm gonna so guys, thank you guys so much for all your support today, man. I really do appreciate it. I feel like talking to you guys actually made me go in and start analyzing some things that I probably wouldn't have necessarily noticed in a situation like today without you guys and the level-headedness that you guys bring to me, because that's why fellowship is so important. And especially I'm grateful to our new friend Pixie Dusted. Thank you so much, and for your son watching the game. Athena, Ray's, Mike, Mr. Fax, of course, always you guys are the best. Alessandro, thank you so much. Slurpee, of course, have a great day in school, man. Pills, Andrew, Jacob, thank you guys very, 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 very much, man, for coming by. As I always tell you guys, man, pray for my safe flight tomorrow and Monday. We'll be there early in the morning. I will get on YouTube and do a community post and let you guys know that we got there safely in God's name. So if you guys would, send your prayers our way, we would really appreciate that, man. Love you guys. Gonna take, like I said, a very overdue break that my wife especially needs. So I'm very excited for it and grateful to God for it. And everything with YouTube will sort itself out, and so will all the situations will always end up the way God wants, guys. So thank you guys again for reassuring me, man. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Be safe, be good, be blessed. I'll see you guys when I see you, and God willing, it's next week. Have a good one, guys.